Hello, my name is Failcam, and it's not really, but screw YouTube, you're not having my name! Anyways, so this is the first launch of the three, in which I'll be building part of a space assembled ship. The reason why I say part is because I'll be doing the other three launches off camera, and we'll be showing them in the next video. First of all, because I kind of went, this is enough, and second of all, it would have just been really boring to show you all 6 launches, because basically the other 3 launches are duplicates of the first launch, just so we can get some, so we have redundancy in things. If I blow up one, well, it doesn't matter, I have another one, so yeah. Oh, actually, that's a problem. Yeah, I can just fix it. I thought it was a problem, but I actually just realised if I lost one of the SSDOs, it wouldn't matter because my ship would be off balance, and I only need them on one of the planets anyways. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But this is me just sorting out the gimbaling on the engines. As you can see, it's got 3 gimbals, so that means the gimbaling is disabled. And also I'm disabling the torque on the pod, well not pod, on the probe and the reaction wheel. Anyways, as you might have noticed, we've lifted off. I didn't for quite a few seconds, so if you missed it, then yeah. So yeah, as you can see, I'm using MechJeb for assistance guidance. I will be using it for another few things whilst I'm setting everything up. But once I'm out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin and when I'm doing the pre-flights, I will not be using MechJeb. I think. It depends how difficult the ship is to maneuver. It really does depend on that. I may not use it at all once out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin. It just depends on the pre-flights, because I haven't actually flown any of these, the assembled ships about properly, so who knows? Who knows? Oh, excuse me. Oh, thanks. Oh, sorry. Anyways, we are nearly into space. This has got to get all the way up to 250 kilometers, so it's got quite a bit to go. It doesn't quite seem like 4 times acceleration, does it? But it is. Taking quite a while though. I think it's because of the route that the Ascendance guidance takes. I think actually it's actually quite efficient, because I did a launch with the Ascendance guidance and I did a launch by myself. And the Ascendance guidance was a lot more efficient than I was. So, well, to be totally honest, I did end up burning in the opposite direction. Not the actual opposite direction. I just did the gravity turn a bit too late and got my apoapsis up too high too early. So I ended up using fuel to... I don't think it actually particularly uses up that much fuel, but oh well. Sugar happens. Anyways, yeah, that was just me spinning about to get inertia to drop the tank and get it away from me. And here we go, on to the second launch, which is a planetary lifter. Planetary lifter? Planetary lander, sorry. They both begin with L. Shut up. Oh, and this is me putting on fuel transfers because on the last beta test, I kind of realised that it didn't actually have fuel transfer lines. So yay! Anyways, here we go, and we're just setting things to 75, turning the gimbaling off, and here we go! And so yeah, you might be able to tell that I'm getting a little bit tired of this now. I've done the narration like so many times, and I've just been messing up. So it's the first time I've done a YouTube video, so I think I get a little bit of leeway. I've just figured out how to do the to use Windows Media Player. No, Windows. What's it called again? Movie Maker. That's the one. Windows Movie Maker. Basically, it won't encode more than say 2,000 kilobits per second video in H.268 MPG4, whichever you want to call it. So you have to put it out in Windows Media video file format, and then take it over to another place, and then change it into a H.268 format, or MPG4, MPEG-4, and then yeah, transfer over. And we've got our intercept. So yeah, it's a bit of a malarkey, and I tried to use Lightworks, and the video encoding is a lot better, but the acceleration doesn't work as well. It gets a bit framey, unfortunately. We'll see. I have to see if that's just my fault because I'm being retarded. But I don't think it's my fault. I'll have to look at more of the documentation to see if there's a better way to do it. And in future, it might mean I can, you know, get out videos a lot faster. It's actually taken me quite a long time to get here. I'm not going to give you exact numbers because then it will look extremely embarrassing. But it's taken a long time to get here to do the first video. Not in Kerbal Space Program. Those launches, like as I said, only take like an hour. The other one took an hour and a half. It's getting used to the editing programs, finding editing programs, finding out that your video files are corrupted, and then having to edit out around them, etc., etc. It's all those bits that really take the time up. And then because I've never done narration before, it's oh my god. Yeah, I've had to do that a lot of times, as I said. Yeah, and they're just spinning again. And I forgot to turn off the ASAS, so I kind of ended up spinning, well, turning against the spin, which I didn't really want to do. Oh well. I didn't crash my lander, so it's alright. It's fine. It just looks messy and sloppy. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, here, the reason why I'm so jittery at the moment is because I realized afterwards, at the time, I thought, I'm being such a terrible pilot. Why am I so terrible? But no, I've got the SAS on, and it's kind of hiding it from me. The fact that I'm being spun in by, I think it's probably MechJeb, in one direction. So, every time I try and press the button, it starts spinning me in another direction, which I usually don't want to go. So yeah, I think I realise it around about here. When I turn it off, and then it flips, and then I'm like, get back on course. What are you doing? Yeah, get out. And come back in. This usually fixes MechJeb when you just go out and come back in. It will stop spinning you around about in random directions. And no further, what's it called again? Random movements, except for that, booster thing. It kind of went, like, back into the ship. It looked like it was going to fly into the thing as soon as I turned time acceleration on. Physics bug. Yeah, just turning around to get the docking coming, and we are almost, just making sure everything's lined up. And we are there. Much better. Yeah, originally, oh my god, the video quality was so terrible on this video. Oh my god. And considering that I had to take up 135 gig because I wanted to record in True RGB, so that I could, basically, you could see in the dark. But the dark scenes were absolutely terrible. They were just the worst quality ever. Oh my god, they were so terrible. But now they're a lot better. At least in this video, which is in 25 megabits per second. But, and I'll have to bring it down to 8 megabits per second in the reformat when I bring it to another editor. But the reason why I've got it in that higher quality is so that when it gets re-edited, it doesn't strip out any quality that won't get stripped out in the final edit. Because every time you re-edit, you lose more and more information to the compression. But yeah, if you keep the bitrate up, you don't lose that. If you keep it up enough, so I've like done it so it's like nearly 3 times as much. Oh no. And yeah, nearly 3 times the quality that the final quality will be. Coming up. Yeah. This is me doing Ascendance without MechJeb, so you can see that I'm not absolutely terrible. Not absolutely terrible. I'm pretty terrible, but I'm not absolutely terrible. Screw you guys. Yeah, so the trick to these is basically when you do your first burn, you push it up to like 90 when you start your rockets, and then it will bring you right down to about 75, and then you just keep on burning out to 75, just to give yourself a little bit of leeway, just in case you screw up. 5 kilometers once you get up into the higher atmosphere is more than enough to give you a lot of leeway. Once you're out of the atmosphere, you don't have to worry about that at all. And we are out of the atmosphere. We were out of the atmosphere about 5 kilometers ago, 6 kilometers ago, and now we're doing our final burn. Our final burn to get into orbit, I should say. And now we are in orbit. Now it's just to find. There you go. Not quite. There you go. Oh, and some people might be looking at why I'm spending so much time getting the orbit so circular. The reason why I like to do that is if you saw there, I'm dragging my my maneuver node around my orbit so that I can just like instantly not have to kind of like know where I have to go. Just like go, just drag it around, and then I got an intercept straight away. I just find it a lot easier way to do it. Even though I'm just putting the time in at the beginning, I find it a lot easier just to make the orbit circular than have to constantly, oh no, it's not quite there, change the inclination, change the prograde, change the, all of that stuff. All the stuff in that maneuvering thing, I can't think. Yeah, as you might be able to tell, I can't think of what the other vector is. Damn it! I know the name of it, but I cannot think of it for the life of me. Oh, damn it. Anti-normal? Normal and anti-normal? Fudge it. I don't know. Yeah, as you can see, as we're slowing down for our intercept, we're also trying to move our retro and prograde markers onto the target reticules, and also using the these things, the indicators, to show, what I'm talking about. Show. I really wish I had put MechJeb on the pod just for the orbital information, etc., etc., which is really useful information. I may take this back down off camera and put MechJeb on it. I don't know. Probably not, because it really doesn't need it. But it's just for convenience, really. Although it would be nice to have some of the information on there, like when you do when you use the de-ascendance guidance, or whatever it's called, the landing guidance, I think it is, you can get it to kind of like show you how it will work, etc., etc. So you can just use it as a indicator rather than actually use the guidance. So you can just turn the autopilot off, and then it will show you what you got to do. And where you're going to touch down, which is nice. Anyways, we are coming into alignment on at least that axis. And just burn a little bit. I may have overdone that a teensy little bit, but it's 0.1 ms, who cares, really? Well, this far, like, when we're not actually coming up to the thing, we've got a little bit of leeway to allow us to be 0.1 ms off on the burn. And yeah, just gonna turn the stop using the boosters now and just use RCS. We're more than close enough in to use RCS. And a perfect dock. Okay, just a few shout-outs for the mods used. KSPX, Kethane mod, the quantum fuel transfer system, and the quantum struts. Also, B9 aerospace. All great mods, you should check them out. Thank you, and I'll hopefully see you next time.